So happy Valentine's Day to you.
Thank you.
Anyways, so quite a number of things. I do not know if you want to add a comment or two to what you know, to the to events that transpired yesterday. You listening and hearing that someone in the rank of the Chief of Defense Staff was denied a visa by an embassy here in Nigeria.
Well, I think as much as I wouldn't want to say too much, but I think the NSA has spoken about it and well captured. And I think it speaks to issue of reciprocity of respect, you know, between nations, because somebody who is the Chief of Defense Staff, that's the highest military personnel, you know, in the country, and it's unexpected. It's I'll say it's condemnable, and without knowing the full facts. But I think even for us, in terms of visa policy, it means that issue of reciprocity, as I always say, has to be given due consideration, because when as much as we're not ready to dabble into the sovereignty or sovereign issues of other nations, issue of visas, issue of migration management is it's a sovereign issue. It borders on sovereignty and right of every nation. But as much as we don't want to dabble into that, but we think that it's not disrespect to the Chief of Defense Staff. To me, it's without knowing the facts, it's disrespectful to the country, and it's disrespectful to us as a people. You know, if that can happen to the Chief of Defense Staff, then I'm worried, you know, for an average Nigerian.
I mean, Honorable Minister, I know that there isn't enough, there aren't enough details as to why that was done in the first place, but I did go to the Canadian Embassy, their website, to see if there had been some kind of upgrade, because sometimes these things happen when there's an upgrade on their visa policy, and there was an upgrade, and that upgrade was on February the 12th. You know, and that upgrade actually affects a lot of people. If there's a change in a person's status or circumstances, makes them inadmissible. And if an officer, that's the person in the embassy, is not satisfied that the person can leave Canada by the end of the authorized period, and the document, or if the document is lost or stolen. So they had actually just upgraded.
No, but excuse me.
Some of their policies.
I'm so sorry to interject. Don't let us mix words. We're talking about the Chief of Defense Staff. We're talking about a man who is the highest ranked, highest placed military person in Nigeria. That is not just a person. As much as I said, I believe there will be back-channel diplomatic solutions to this. But we have to say this, and we have to condemn it. My worry is not just about the Chief of Defense Staff. My worry is if this, because you will not tell me the Chief of Defense Staff is going to abscond. Or the Chief of Defense Staff cannot, because his bills will even be paid by government. So to me, I don't see any rationale. And even if there are questions that you need to ask, there are back-channel diplomatic ways, protocol-wise, of solving these issues. My worry is not about him. As you can see, I don't think he's bothered. But I, as a Minister of Interior, in charge of migration management, in charge of immigration, who handles the issue of visa issuance and, of course, entry permits and etc., gets bothered that, hey, are we being taken for granted here? So that's the discussion. The discussion is to the average Nigerian, to that hard-working family who just wants a holiday, to that businessman who wants to go to Canada to explore business opportunities legitimately, to that Nigerian who all he needs is education, who can afford it. So my worry is about that average Nigerian, not just about the Chief of Defense Staff. Is an individual, yes. But if this can happen to him, then there's a cause for concern.
It's very important
I sincerely believe that, knowing the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I know my colleague, Ambassador Tuga, will be on top of this.
I want you to be able to, sorry about that, I want you to be able to get your thoughts, because one of the criticisms that we've heard from that particular event was that the language that was used by the NSA, many people online and in many fora, they've said it wasn't very complimentary, that phrase, go to hell.
Well, I think we should not. I think we should talk more of the action rather than the reaction. And that's my sincere opinion. You know, it's basic Newton's law in physics, action and reaction. But as much as I don't want to, as I sit here, I don't have the full details. But what I believe is that let's assume there are areas that needed clarification. There are diplomatic back channels, because we are talking about to me, this is the head of the Nigerian military, for crying out loud.
And I think that point has been made, Honorable Minister, because I also see here on the front page of Daily Trust that the embassy is saying that they'll state their position. So we'll wait and see just what the position is and what precisely, could have led to what many Nigerians have regarded as an...
No, but for me, as much as I agree with that, and I don't want to really stretch this, my position is that if there is mutual respect,
that shouldn't.
Exactly, there are back channels. You are talking about a chief of defense staff. You can reach out to the office or to foreign affairs. The foreign affairs interfaces on behalf of Nigeria with all embassies and consulates.
And in some instances, by now, the foreign minister would have been summoning the Canadian ambassador to find out what precisely
I'm pretty sure, knowing the Minister of Foreign Affairs for who he is, I'm sure a lot of work will be going on the back channel. And most diplomatic activities are not on the pages of newspaper.
Absolutely.
Most of them are via back channel. And I'm sure that the meetings are going on. And I want to know, because I know the Canadian government has always been very responsive to Nigerians, so this coming, maybe because, as you said, change of the policy, but whatever it is, the status of the CDS has not changed. He's not a former CDS. He is the president. So nothing has changed. But I believe as a country, the Minister of Foreign Affairs will take that diplomatic channel and resolve all these issues in the interest of Nigeria. But I'm happy that at least we have an opportunity to talk about this. And on the back channel, it's not just going to be, let's issue, but to the average Nigerian, let us be treated with.
All right. I really enjoy this particular time because I'm waiting to see this thing happen to the president of Nigeria before they really understand what a single Nigerian going through abroad. This thing that happened to this minister, I really appreciate it. I really enjoyed the battle. Now we see we won. Now it started happening. So thank God say they deny you. Then you will know that the youth of Nigerians are doing bad thing. Now I thank God you people begin to. All right, when I never even started. That is number 1. We are waiting for number 2 to 3. Listening to this video.
Hello, Mr. Niger. Good evening. I hope say BBI okay. By the way, me pretend speak Ghana language. Say they were Ghana for be brave back to the America. And I'm Ghana for yes, see now say they call up and down for us. Walking. I say Bibli pesa modo problem ba sa current president ya wa BCCA. So antisa na make sa aya bikwa because President Mahama say NDC dey ban violence dia NDC party be mo violence pa no. I didn't know you should have violence in the Frank attack in Nigeria for. Or you should me back a Canadian President Mahama. And try a man say, Zambia, some coaching Chini, Africa countries, be so. I say, Nigeria from Google, no say, Kata, start na ye. BB at the phone, fine. A men piano, even crano. Omo makasi na msedo do na to kwan na monhwe the way a tuntumfo every time bia no especially European countries say omo shembra adefa tuntumfo ho. Sometimes one say demonstration see say impie tuntumfo say intamano no sa ban but aban be bibia I just said to me, Mufuno. Nti me yɛmfa blame president sɛ president na nane president Mahama bɛyɛ na ɔfa ne ɔno deɛ yɛde blame ama no. Na mmisa sɛ Nigeria fo start sɛ mo ba Ghana man mu na amo dodoɔ ɛyɛ bebree no. Amo nya Ghana passport no. President Mahama na ɛde kɛtetew dɛm passport no ma ho nane. Ɛyɛ Akufo-Addo de nti na ɛsa tam yɛn blame Akufo-Addo sɛ Akufo-Addo deɛ ɛyɛ na ɛnyɛ. Saa nkurɔfoɔ mbɛka nyinaa saa tam na mo ayɛ din. Tu saa deɛ ɔmo yɛ ne nyinaa Nigeria fo yɛ nyinaa no ahemfo timamfo mo feel okay. Timamfo ne feel okay. Sɛ ɔmo feel okay a hwɛ nanea ɛyɛfo sɛ Igbo saa guy no wakayi nipa foforɔ wɔ northern region ama nɔɔfofo ahemfo agyina atom mo ama na asase mɛte so timamfo no yɛ okay. Sɛ timamfo yɛ okay a how say president no dansa bɔhwɛ ma security abɔbɔ ɔde security na president de hia no. So wo a asase deɛ yɛ ɛnyɛ government de Ghana asase no nyɛ aban deɛ ɛyɛ ahemfofo deɛ so wɔnyɛ n'agye nipa no atom a president de tum bɛn na wo akaka sɛ deɛ feel sɛ wo no nipa no koraa no wo kɔkɔɔ no wagye wo kɔkɔɔ no atena no deɛ oni tumi biara sɛ that means you okay. Hwɛ Daniel recently a Kantamanto market ɛnyɛ Kantamanto koraa Nkra market fo abublehyɛ ɛmfa market mo complain sɛ mo asate kasakasa sɛ Nigeria fo de stable mu saa de na ɛnyɛ nnɛ ɛwɔ back Akufo the time na mo start dem mo yɛ demonstration ade ɔmo kɔba yɛsɛ gutafo mpanimfo kakasa ɔno akyi yi nim de si a gutafo no ntumi ankasa bi because we nim sika saa gutafo mpanimfo no kɔgye firi saa Nigeria fo no firi nsɛm ifoɔ no asam no kɔde din obi ankasa bi na saa woman ayɛ kɔbɔtwe ɛkɔ Nigeria ba yɛsi nim sika mu na akɔgyegye so ate ase ene ade no hyehyɛ mo bo ɔmo yanka mbɛyɛ mo demonstration ɔmo ntumi yɛ because time ade no kɔ so before no ɔmo ntumi ayɛ na ankasa ɔmo fi sɛ normal sisi na hyɛ mo bo nti sɛ wo ntumi nkasa a simemne na ade no ha ɔmo ntumi nkasa ade wɔ ha mi nsina aban no mfontu ya aban deɛ na wasɔre aka ɛsɛ mekapam Nigeria fo anasɛ meka hyɛm la ma Nigeria ana deɛ security sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a daakye de bia botumi ada asɔre a bɔne bia nkɔto wɔn na aban no adwuma ɛsɛ yɛ ɔte ase sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a nipa bɔne fi bi Nigeria nipa bɔne fi bi mu kɔmɛ nkɔsɛ ɔna yi ba wotumi na wo no nipa no ba ha wo peace no ɛsɛ wo na ɛsɛ wo ne wo soliti aban sɛ no adeɛ wɔ ne mempɛ ɔhen no kora wɔn kora wagye wama na asase kɔ so asase nkran asase yɛ nkranfo deɛ nyɛ aban deɛ no kakra bi wɔ mu sɛ bɛyɛ aban agyapade asa wokɔ northern region wokɔ the whole Ghana saa na ɛti nti ahen no ama no baabi atena wagye na atom wagye sika ka ho ama na atena aban deɛ ɛnyɛ dɛn nti Ghana fo yɛ mo criticize wɔfɛn sɛ aban President Mahama nyɛ biribi mfa Nigeria fo no ɔmo nka mo ano ntum na ɔmo nka asɛm papa bɔtɔ asom na nkurɔfoɔ tie ɔmo nfa solution papa so ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ biribi a ɔmo nkɔ radio stations ɔmo nkaka ɔmo asɛm ɔmo kɔ Ghana ɔmo nkɔ radio station kaka ɔmo akɔsɛm nkyerɛ radio presenters bi a sisi na ɛkɔ so yihu sɛ ɛkɔ so ɔmo ntena menye sɛ mbɛtena radio so mbɛkrisae sɛ abana ɔmo sɛbi ɔmo ahemfo no koraa ɔmo agye atom ama saa nkurɔfoɔ a chance a mo yɛ nti abana yɛ dɛn sana da maasɛm no nyinaa tietie nti no wote a mpɔkyɛ bɔ mu obiara nti bi meda ase.
Hello, my brother, Mr. Niger. Hope you are doing good. As I always say, Let's thank our Heavenly Father, the Almighty God, for another beautiful day He has given to us. As you know already, I want to use my local dialect because I want to address a certain issue on this platform to one of our brothers. So allow me. Okay. Thank you. Me bra penny. And I'm to voice, but send you now. Oh, Chemino, Miss Row, and yes, and I may patch it. Say, make her say, and yeah, final different platform, and I say, platform be able to me, aka, yeah, Cassan war, so that it to me, I discuss it, na, yeah, find a solution to problems are equals for Ghana, because yeah, brother back on no US, I no, can say, yeah, find a solution to problems are ever Ghana, no. Na yɛba a ma yɛnka English yɛnka twi sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a plans a yɛrefa no Nigeriafoɔ ehu yɛn akyi kwan nti ɔno kaa sɛ yɛmfa ne solution na sɛ yɛmfa plans no ɛna me so mekyerɛ m adwene sɛ tio ɛyɛ adwentwɛ na mekyerɛ yɛ o na mekyerɛ adwene kɛkɛ sɛ ɛndeɛ saa deɛ a ɛndeɛ nka yɛmfa no platform bi a yɛbɛtumi adiscuss yɛn ho ohun sɛ Mr. Rush ne platform no say do sometime bi a otumi frɛ enuanom binom anaasɛ binom ba platform no so na ɔmo discuss issue a ɛwɔ hɔ wahu nti ɛno bi na me pa kyerɛ similar to Mr. Rush ne deɛ anaasɛ sɛ ɛbɛkɔ hɔ mpo a wahu na me mpa nkyerɛ sɛ yɛmfiri Mr. Manager ne platform no so dabi Mr. Manager platform de ɛbɛyɛ na free so because I had the main place I used to me your voice no because to say that wa no platform we any platform ketwa but ono na some kind na me so me kye madwen e adwen na me kire you but me punch say yem free ha dabi say me ka say na man kan yi what you say nti me point na me make no ebia wanya science ase no mesre wa enye say bia na me kire say yem free platform we so dabi na nipa mi de bia me ba ha me friend say me brother Mr. Manager ho no so what's the do no na wo hwe ne pa obo say Mr. Manager oyo nipa bia sasam ne ba ana so de video no bato ha oka na adwene pepepe se ne asam ne tie ono onye se ogina ha ana so ogina ha ogina finfini oka ne pepepe we na ma me pa na asam mebre no because onhu say video bi na de ba ye na sa Ghana man bi akafa asewani Nigeria ni bi na omumie no ntumi hu nipa oka no kre se Ghana ni na oka no ko se Nigeria ba na oka no kre Mr. Manager nso baka na adwene se yeah prese anase yeah fight se Nigeria fo ambo brabo ne wa Ghana no ye mpam o ma ne se ndi poto mo no ye Ghana fo ya so ne ye den patronize omunjuma mo ye what you say ye ne patronize asowo no nti eden na ye patronize omu ademo na omu ye no yes ye akua so yes ye mpam o mo ohun so na asem ne tie ono okasem te se ne ono emfa won se asem no ebekwa magana ni ana ebekwa ma Nigeria ni oka ne se ne ade ne tie ho na ma me pana asem bibire no because onye nyinyimu oka no se ne asem ne tie nti de bia me baba ha me friend so me brother de bia me ba ha me friend so me brother because me pana asem like se ne oti no me pe nti ni de bia na me ka se ono kwa na me hu se oye Nigeria ni ono e Ghana ni because we should be okita ne name oya e kire say yes or a good person so or you Ghana ni kra no me pepper anka mepe what you are saying nti nipa say no e de na metumi kasa yemfini platform so enye sana me pa kire dabi iti mesrewa Bibi a me fi ba ye no bia wan hwe da ante dia me pesa me che na senti a sisi ye ma kire mu nti me sure say bia dem pesa me che no what mas because me subscribe ngofo bebre oko rush media me wo ho Amagana me wo ho justice media me wo ho me wo kojo shedden me wo ho me sami wo gospel 24 oh yeah Clement me wo ho na me se wa Nigeria for so to say Lily Ogini me wo Uju on coat me wo ho ma me ekua any African natural girl any you can say Ella Chika omo hina mo platform so because me so me gather information deep from ho sometimes osho one side unyam information bebre information bi wo ho agi so omo ana mutumi ra ene e da bro because sometimes no the omo de bout no emeyen so yusu ni mafiri mu yen so ye pick information deep from ho what you say nti me subscribe san kofo ni hina wo but san kofo so bia no one platform na eso sin mesemani dia dia nti no subscribe san kofo wo hina na me na sameda so ha ade na meka sa yen free ha dabi enye se na me pa kire why bra pani nti me nkasa bebre we na me pese me clear nyama anase me church nyama ma wo so ti asese enye san na me pa kire why nti bibi wa se manka ni ya mesre wa facha me se manager wo so facha me why me dance na afide yenko yenim okay me do biase my brother Mr. Niger, you see this Africa our continent we have a very big problem to solve. In fact, we have a huge issue to tackle. And if we don't take care, it will take the next generation for us to be able to overcome our problems. And why am I saying this? Look at this Chief of Staff, General Musa, complaining about Canada denying him a visa. I don't see reasons why he has to complain. Because according to your speech, you said part of the people have already gone. So if you didn't get chance to go, why are you complaining? Because you, according to you, you say they are going there to honor some of their veterans. So it's just honoring that you're going to honor your veterans. And if they deny you a visa, you are complaining. And some of your staff also there telling Canada that they can go to hell. I don't see why these people they have to complain about denying them a visa. Because maybe Canada, maybe the number that they're expecting has exceeded, so they don't want any more people to come. You understand? That's how I see it. And that for you going there, I don't see the benefit that is going to have on the country Nigeria. You are not going to benefit anything from you. You are only going there to spend money. You're going to spend the state's money. It's not going to bring any benefit to the city, to the country or to the city. So I don't know why people are complaining just because they did not allow you to go. So you are complaining. You see, this is a big problem because you are only going to spend money for nothing. You won't bring anything to the country. And the same thing is happening to Ghana. Ghana for the same thing. Mampanyimba, and then say chief of staff biba. Ombetu kwan saa mfaso bia mba oman mu. Ibutu kwan saa I best spend this state money. Oman sika na best say kwa. Yen mfaso bia mpa mba oman no. Nti we deny visa. O say hey, I didn't deny visa. I corner walk on. You are just going there to honor somebody and come back. That's all. That's all. You're not going to bring anything important to the country. You are only going there to have fun and come back. That's all. Because honoring somebody just, I mean, what the people be at about mine. And that is our interest. Our leader, that is their interest. Traveling here and there, spending its money without bringing anything important into the city, into the country, into the system. And no pay any or money job. The interest is there. So if Canada deny you visa, you're complaining. Complaining for what? If you were to be a Ghanaian and Canada have denied you that visa, me, I'll be happy. me, I'll be happy because a one or one and from the man Ghana and from the man. You're not bringing anything important into the system. You are just going there to spend state money. That's all. That is all. So I don't see why. Look, Africa, it's time. Our leaders, you have to put your head down, put your head together, and think for the development of your countries. Not flying here and there, not spending state money for nothing. It's useless. Nyanse bien ni ubitu kwansa akufa de be akontu be want to. The same thing Mahama so abe washa so tutu kwan amfaso bia mbaso emagana. Emfaso bia mbaso magana. Ombutu kwansa mbese o man sika sa na mind de ka. No mind de ka. Nti dina obesa usu who complaining for what reason? Me support Canadians for denying him that visa no. Because nipa dodo na amoko they ba depa no kwakaye wo ho nipa bebree amoko no mo kwakaye den. What are you going to do? That mass of you, that huge number, what are you going to there to do? You're just going there in the name of the state money. You are only causing financial loss to the state. That's all. And no pen amoko kwakaye until they deny what you are complaining. Mfuma sam so ho me yempa nkenkenke ye Ghana for ni deny your mono. Mo bomb mine ni mo ba system ni mo you won't put your head together to think 5 years coming, 10 years coming, what you can achieve as country, as Ghanaians, as people. You won't think about that, and you'll be traveling with state money here and there, spending money for nothing. And you think we'll sit down and just look at you, say before saying one denying what abrofon they will deny you because they have developed their country and their country is looking good for them, and they don't need to travel to anywhere. They are enjoying their lives in their country. So blast, it's time we have to put our head together and think about our country first. Your country first. Think about your country first, mama. Think about Ghana first. So think about Ghana first. Forget about that African unity now you are fighting for. No, think about Ghana first because Ghanaians voted for you, not Africans voted for you. Ghanaians voted for you. It's Ghanaians, our power that we gave to you, not Africans. Mo best say man sika sa mfaso bia mbaso na Ghana fudi hia na won spend sika e wa de mfaso bia ni so. It's high time we will tell you the truth. We will point out every truth to you. Then no you deny o me ndwen ya won je company na wo ye wo ho no you deny o. Thank you, Mr. Manager. Continue the good work and God be with you, my bro.
Mr. Naja, good morning. Good morning. I hope you are okay. Me Ghana for mano. This is here me die mano so any ebook you know Ghana no. Mano. Any some of them mano. Me say mano di omu ye smart. Mano di Jimmy nu doso. Omu Jimmy Ghana my Jimmy I want to ask here. Some of them. We dey mean to save you. Mu ye nchini na mu ayira. Ghana ma mu ye nchini. Ebinu bi mu ye nchini na mu ayira. Mu be yira nso mu ye nchini. Ya mu goti pa bubum ni nyum ni bi. Mu ye nchini na mu ayira. Ghana ma. See, me ye Ghana ni. Ya me di wase me di tumutimu ni. Se ye tumufo amunti. Me ye Ghana ni. Me shio Bruni Krampu anase me shia any nationality onye Ghana ni no. Me pese me training no today. Stay say obetie masem anase obey my culture. The way I meet here as a Ghanaian. One thing I was saying muntias here no. Me can't say my besi abe asemsu. Mu ya nchine na mu yira mu Ghana girls. You see, me ye Ghana ni inti me sure baby. Na say obani ye different nationality a. Me pese me ye bibi anye ye kra no 20% to 30% no. Ewo me life mo as a culture person no. Me pese me chire no. Enu tia na wo hwe most of the way you even say YouTube now obo say Ghana for boys no omu train omu yerenum sena oyere omu yerenum po be nua banku fufu and a lot of things because of person training boy no girl no send to his satisfaction girl no so be training no sena onu so ni culture tie nti se mu ka se Nigeria boys no mu hu omo a omu sisa suka gugu musu omu ma mu agin sisa ti se bia o hwe uye no o jimi uye nchene o jimi uye nchene o sisa guska gusu o hwe uye oh Nigeria boys they spend money uye jimi for we jimi bro ni krom so yes ani amana obroni brand krom flower no di mema flowers e no di mema flower no di mema say minya ene Valentine Day and I say ebia wura ho and also if you ba love achino no ato flowers no dia memo enye sika wiasi enye sika nti mutomu oba timi pressure obroni mani kohwehwe sika by all means necessary it cannot happen be Ghana Nigeria be mani ni sika oba na mbunu you know why because in men manners I say oba no remember no mugugu Nigeria no almost say man o mu na Nigeria no nti anga na ya mu hu omo wo Ghana street omuni amafo kuni ni amaniama remember no na yo musa nature sa no mu life tie sa uni sika Nigeria ni mpew Nigeria ni timi bisa me am it we me di one Ghana guy ama Nigeria wo abi na one day am it one guy ni friend me because he bi o asem kesi bi na ase omu ko Manchester na Ghana buku hotel mutie nie Ghana buku hotel magel no na buku hotel ma o si oni ni Ghana nye bibia be Ghana penel very nice beautiful girl penel but si girl no ni character no the way a girl ni tie no on pe into waka chem so chale girl we die obeja no after the Manchester no obeja no and omu buy omu yewi omu back unim say girl we frɛ Ghana bisano sadintina asem bi obibi as they say wanye she say opese guy no say sika na guy no say na o ma twati kita ma ma ye bibi ama ma buku hotel ma ye bibi ama ma mo waduani ma ye bibi ama adi bako a wo beton no wo frame ya ka cha me say me beton ma adi about 10 pound and I say 20 pound no wo frame ya ma beton ama na me nye girl nti asiye eyo mu nature omu life omu di titi omu eno no person boy no in fall into it na boy no so baby ofi no onim se sa ne ama no eye say ye ompene ma no be hwege yi we jiga sa de ntina boy ne ye ni sa na boy ne pipe no say baby a fi no ye titi ye sa ma ye bibia ama 20 pound na say 10 pound obe say ma u frame ya mama be ya ama adai so inti omu no saa no mo life ke impeyifo no nyina omu kromo no saa no mo atiti omu papa ni papa saa inti we Ghana oba na o ka say Nigeria ni SS ka won otuto ni mama o ma o say ojimi wa o sell culture na wu kita no o dileti culture no efi wu timasi e o dileti culture no efi wu omu ye wifuo they are bunch of criminals omu ye wifuo omu nye nipa wapa because say ye kwako to election no am before no ba kasa say wa obeye kwasade no man be gina ho na anga ogigina ho no say man ye president Nigeria for be dwane efi Ghana and am be who say no ye panyifo no so no ebinum no they are not happy with these people ye panyifo no some of them are not happy with these people mu dem ko share video no oba out be kasa say microphone no ye for ye ni to o so papa no mu nye ni papa and I'm who say yeah until your crop no say no munim say crop wo mo nye Oba kata my election e ba no. Omu ye some conference bi a am before no be can say we are on be boo basa 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 basa. Man bi be gyina o ka asem bi. See yemfa ye no ntu wo e ma na Nigeria for no. All catch electoral commissions no say mumfa money to wo. Na Nigeria for no mu ye na me de hu say oh say na pen for no so omunim say nkrofo yo mu nye. Omu ye nkrofo ankasa ankasa. Mo hu say high life mimi so ano me akoda no minimi grandfather etino ye ne grandfather minimi grandfather me grandmother ene mi mama me papa ye tra fie ba ko mi nana mi grandfather ne fie ye tra mu wonum na me nyiye we go school bibia say me grandfather kwakọ bonyum a high life no oka high life bibia obeka bia high life enyobia even cry brofu nyom cross say high life be papa the saying no didi asa ovini a we ni kakra se wa oni ovini kakra onya ni we ye friend say ni mano seni no sa ye friend say whiskey yo bo kakra na ojafo wo dia sim no di asa nti ono no ma me pesa apa bobo ni city boys ni amachi dede no ni kofi same no mu my grandfather na ma me pesa microphone nyum high life since I a woman high life na me tea up to today me papa ni papa nsu high life not tea if ni papa nchen yo asana ebedu mi so Nigeria ni ba be catch say high life yom group high life if yom group sese omu de krono no omu bo krono no na intiasie nsu ni hu krono sese me grandfather onu ya wono before even how do you call even yiti mensa no mu eni ne mane manu mu tam no ano di nim high life and sana Nigeria Ghana for pu call Nigeria who ba be catch say high life in Nigeria for where me ko comment ya kwase bia be catch me say me nim nti omu nyom na omu tu wo Nigeria no me si mu ni bi mu ni edin a ye di tu nyom ye di tu nyom su mu ni bi mu wia be bia ti ba be catch me say iti tama omu nti omu nyom na e wo Nigeria no ndi di say na me so mu ni bi mu ni bi se mu wo bia anka musum beto ni din e mana ye different wo Ghana de no ba mu ni bi mo ba wia ye de no me anya problem mami ko ye say ye Jimmy but you have to know say founder no Ghana for Ghana mu fa sa respect in man Ghana ya se mu pese mu de be Ghana ye be force mu ama mu de ama Ghana because ye ntimi en ka say R&B fi Ghana Jamaica dance hall ye be ntimi ka say Jamaican dancehall every Ghana and I say if some of the Africa and I say America crampo yet me kaza Jamaicans somebody Jamaicans dancehall Jamaicans into to me cause dancehall yeah funny say Holland na mu Ghanaians crampo no dancehall even panto amu timinka me Russia ma say see and I say me go me boys no the way omo rati we on ti crapo the way all rati no be ka say oti we your friend is Jamaica kasa ugo shia mu go get to na so omo ka Jamaica kasa o be ka so mo go track Jamaica pen bo mu ko Jamaica e who needs a spiritual connection no uni bi Nigeria wajira who needs a spiritual connection no uba be ha wo yes uba be ha wo fela ko via beat ni nyina we be kan ye friend say okuku segu ye interview wa be kan wa be via beat na ko Nigeria wa ko blending na o si Nigeria for na mu ye mu di edidi wa be via beat no e fi Ghana wa ko blending no any problem but respect the country and this generation fela the bia o ka Ghana ho asem Eddie Mom Crawford, Bomb Penny, the Bia or the respect my Ghana for fella, or Mom fella. Adibio became Bia, Kwame Kumakao. Adibio became Bia Ghana, name womb. Ben Crawford, we almost pray that. Which I say, almost penny. So, say, I'm about out, I can say, almost here, Black Americans, on by Nigeria. Nigeria for you, leaders, no. Tourist leaders, no. About me in Castle terrorists, leaders in Nina, be Jimmy. About this year, say, per Black Americans, Embra, Nigeria, Sena, no Ghana. Namuti assembly. Yama, so monitor. Yama, Baumia losing election. Baumia losing election, and inviting me to call Nigeria. And tell them all, the same week, I'm saying the same week, or the following 2 weeks. And interview Baumia, the farm Baumia, the call Nigeria. Invite Baumia, the call Nigeria. Nigeria, say Baumia go catch you send tourism no no. Penny form who grow no more. Just say, Obi Oba better akunya no so no. Ewi sem na woni timu. Ewi. Ye Ghana microphone anya so mu wia o. Bo mu gi grow no ho. Ghana penny phone no. Anya so mu wia sika no. Omu wia akasa. Hwade ananado ani microphone e. Bo mu gi grow no ho. Obi ade esiba. But Nigeria dia omu de betra omu fie no mba betra akunya no so no. Ewi. Omo mu okro no omu dwi omu kra ewi no mba be wi akro na akọ no mind ade ebe ekro no ye omo ni bi they don't have naturally bombard enti bawo me na go catch no so we be tourist ni say we say and even 1 week 2 weeks omu kro mo na omu be ye ni asa na nkrofo na ba no wu tu vie obi ba be sraw. And I say, common sense no munibi. Me see, common sense if you nyansa no munibi. If you nyansa omunibi. Yeah, if you nyansa a different chambuku. If you nyansa one, you will different. A different any book. 2 things. Me timi usa brofo no mu yes mistake. No ma catch no. Me catch no so no much wo mu ase. Nkola na me train you no. Me timi hu say omuye mistakes because what did all be bisa wansa na wafa no bisa no wafa ana ma chiro mu say Ghana yenye sa niam no who nim say me need ade no in maybe 2 minutes and 3 minutes who be fa me hu be chi me na ma late no into so who be fa no wa ka chire na ma ya aware say ade na wa be fa no e wo na wa be fa ya me nim hu hwi ya wa be fa yi na me hwi na say what tell me to jimi so inti efie nyansa utu fie obi ba besra na McDonald's paper letters egugu efie no o ka se onipa ko na oba be respect you eduane a wanua ururu chance no na sisi kitchen be bia tea unim tea na wajai na sisi ho o ka se onipa ko na oba besra ho no na ndi beji so oba besra ho na ndi beji na ninji sa na wiasitie wiasi sa na tie bu Nigeria ni unye ukrom no up to today they are selling human parts omukunkum amafo Nigeria they are selling human being parts in Nigeria till today. You are inviting Americans omu fi krofufo so e ba ukrom no obechi omu awe omu ti krom na kronu yo mu dia krom ukugu omu muti krom they know where they live and everything. Ukunku how much more or fi baby ba. Uba be kuno. U invite na ba amu manfo kuno. Unye ukrom ni ye. Small brain na we ma Baumia e ko momo no. Omu ka se Baumia yi ni nya se nyina to omu ho. small tricks are the amount no omo sorry be press conference ah just say omo ka say o ba omia we jimi sa omo ka say ba omia omo jimi no wa be chiro mu nyansa wa be chiro mu nyansa nti ba omia okoye no kwasiafo omo nyom kro mu ni you omo si American so omo bra no omo beji passport omo beji see me it's cool to me but you kro mu ni ye kro mu Nigeria ni ye so nti mu amudi mu imano especially mudi mu ma se nkrofo wi no mu hwe mu su yi na nkrofo no nye ni papa so omunye ni papa kana fona mudi mu imema no imano especially imano mu jaja de mu edi ma Nigeria fo yi say no mu say mo ebedu dachi uni Nigeria ni tra you are used to that person untimini ojaiwa untimini Ghana ni tra wase wa brabo no wase wa brabo na mu de omu pesani ama no mu hwe mu su yi e was agrofo we hwade ade akwase Igbo man yi wo ba be ka kire mu say sa woman no ware no say e wona kuma mu woman as a man we e marry any tra ye no man we ware no e wa asudwe mu e wo loyalty mu e wo odo mu wo ka kire mi sa man na worry woman no because of agenda or person set wo Ghana or agenda or person set wo Ghana enu tia no worry woman no na kwasia onu so no akobie ni twe na odim jibi you that Igbo man go and return that land you that Igbo man go and return the land to that man in Ningo. Go and return the land to that man in Ningo, that Jimmy Chief, that stupid man that sold you the land. Go and return the land back to him. If not, you will never do anything on that land. I'm telling you. You can never do anything on that land. Me, I will not go to you. I will come with my boys. I'm telling you. Go and give the land back to the owner, the chief at Ningo. Go and give the land back. Because where I live, from Ningo to where I live, it's just like 20 minutes or 30 minutes. If you joke, we will come after you. I am telling you. And we don't get to go to jail. We don't even get to die. So if you don't know, return the land back to the Ningo chief before it's too late for you yourself. Mr. Manager, thank you.
No forgot to subscribe to Master Manager Niger News. Subscribe, okay. Subscribe.